Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends upon the location from where you're watching this video. 2019 is here. Finally, the great year of 365 days of opportunities are finally here. And with this, I am with a new topic, which is basically the uh, financial problem in India. What is happening is that Indians have a tremendous amount of money in rush coming up from the overseas banks, taxes. Even the Indian Prime Minister is working hard to make India great again and to build up in India as per the new consignments or new rules or with the new equipments. And the people are actually having the money into their hands, but still there is not enough money and the money is actually in trouble. So there are many reasons behind it. First is the NP accounts, which is non-productive accounts or non-profit accounts. These accounts where people have actually taken a loan from India and has never returned back, and the government has no authority or legalization on these particular accounts. Results, the government has to shut down this account anonymously, and the government will pay the money from the taxpayers' benefits. Second is the corruption, which is the looming and the biggest problem the India is facing since for last 70 years. Scams are always there, but the income tax return is coming into India as per the new norms and regulations, but still the money is not under the control. So the money is burning, and this needs to be stopped or this needs to be taken care of, because if we don't do it, there will be a drastic or dramatic changes will happen in India. And for this, Power BI and SEMA Analytics came together once again to solve this issue or to understand the issue of the money problem in India. For that, I have actually taken the data from the World Bank, which is in this particular website, as you can see from here. And in this website, I can download, or you can download any amount of data of these banks or the institutions if you are looking forward to. So I have already downloaded the data, and the data is quite visible into the Power BI. Furthermore, in the Power BI, I have actually taken kind of norms as per the different denominations as the Indian KPI, FPI systems and the Western FPS systems. So if you want to change or if you want to interchange the currency or want to have an insight, you can look into the particular denominations. All right, so let's just get hold on to the data. So I will take this data from here. What I will do, I will first of all change the name, and I will put this as the loans taken by the Indian banks, or loans by Indian banks. That will be the one version of saying in one sentence liner. Furthermore, I'll go for the get data, and I have already downloaded the data that which you can see from here, which is I have taken it into different tables or headers. I have classified into 6 different spreadsheets, which is loans to India, India's current payment, India's payment stream, that is loans, and furthermore India need to prepay that loan, and the investments that has been done to India for such and so many years. So only for today and for this to make just the introduction, I will take the loans to India as my first Excel spreadsheet that I will work with the Power BI. So once I do it, I will just clear and open, and once I'm doing it, it will bring back to me in here, but I cannot load it because I need to clean up the data, and for this I will edit it. And once I'm into editing mode, I have the clear perspective of Power Query or the Power Query editor, or we can say that the query editor. So in here, the I can either do it through advanced editor using the Power Query mode in here, or I can simply use the query editor techniques that is available with Power BI. So to simplify the things, I'll simply use the query editor. So I will take the first column as a first basis, and in here I will take the transform and I will take the dates. So if I'm doing it, it is asking me the replacing current, which I don't want to do. So I will add a new step. Furthermore, I will take the country India as the consideration, but I will just delete the guarantor because of course it's coming to India, so India definitely has the guarantee. Furthermore, I will take out the loan type, which is non-pool, and I will keep the project name or the or specifically the companies which are responsible that for taking the loans from the outer world or from the World Bank. If I little bit go further or browse in little bit more, there are different status of the loans. As you can see from here, that some loans are fully repaid, but some are actually cancelled, and some are actually still into the repaying phase. So in my report, I will actually keep it under the whole consideration rather opting out or missing out any of as such. But what I'll do is I will take this agreement signing date and I will go there again and only will select the date. And the exchange adjustment, I won't take it into consideration because it is flexible from day-to-day basis. So if the loan has been taken in the year of 49 or 54 or 57, the exchange rates are quite different as of today. So I will completely delete it. The obligations, I will delete this as well. Furthermore, the loan number, I have nothing to do with it. The region, of course, is South Asia, so I won't look that in either. Country ID, I don't want it either. Project ID, which is nothing in relevance to any of my data sets. Cancelled amount, I don't want to because there are certain projects which are actually open and certain projects which are ongoing. So cancelled amount doesn't come in place because if something is ongoing, they can disburse the amount into the other part of the sections or other part of the loans amount. Undisbursed amount, I have no or nothing considerations about it. But yes, I will look upon the disbursed amount that is into the retrospective issue. Repaid to IBRD, that is definitely a case of consideration. And remember, we need to shorten the columns. The more we shorten the columns, the greater the flexibility of data sets will travel across the table, and we get much more insights. So I will take it out, this one, and date to IBRD. Sold third party, I have nothing as such. Repaid to third party, I don't want this one either. Due, I don't want to do. Loans held. And then comes the first repayment date and last repayment date. That is definitely into consideration. So I will take this into date, and the last repayment date, which is into the consideration as well. Now, board approval date, I don't have to look upon into it. And effective date, that is nothing into my consideration. Close date, there's as well. Loan disbursed date, there's nothing into consideration. Now you can see from the data insight in here that most of the repayment dates were in 50s, 52, 55, 61, 63, 67. That means these ones are actually loan has been already repaid, and it's already been repaid. But that is not under the current scenario or the present government, because our problem lies into the very notion of the present government systems, and the present government systems can only be able to justify it if we just filter it out the repaying or into the repaying section. So I will simply take it out and will only check on the repaying section. Notice once I into the once I click onto the repaying section, the loan finishing amount or date or the loan fully repaid date will completely change. So I will press on OK, and once I'm in here, you can see that the last repayment date is all in 2019 or 2020 or 2021. That is, it is all in the current scenarios for 1 or upcoming 2 or 3 years. So this will make our issue or case much more solid towards what we are actually going to achieve. So now we have already cleaned the dates. I will now simply go to the home and apply, close and apply. And notice once I do it, the Power BI has the functionality to give me the leverage in here. Now, just for the sake of this video, I will take the matrix, and I will take the rows into agreement of the dates and the disbursed amount into the values, and you can see from here that it is quite a huge sum of money that they need to repay for the upcoming financial year of 2019 and 2021, and the money is been disbursed into huge quantity. So this needs to be really worked upon, and definitely we will work upon with DAX and with other financial expressions. But if I take a visual, if I take this as a visual, I can very well see that the graph is really huge, and we need to work upon it. So this is for the beginning of the year with the 365 days of opportunity, and we will work upon the financial aspects of India and what are the problems behind this, and we will look thorough and with the very much inquisitive into the cases. So if you like this video, don't forget to press the like button, and if you like this channel, don't forget to subscribe and subscribe the bell button for getting the latest updates. Till then, wish you a happy new year and have a good luck.